Hello BJD fans, I'm Venetica, and this is part 1 of my LoongSoul 1/4 female body review. Part 1 covers posing ability, part 2 covers aesthetics, it's a photo gallery with text commentary. If you'd like to check that out, the link is in my description. Our model here is NuanNuan. She's 42.5 centimeters, which is MSD size. She's on the medium chest, believe it or not. There's 3 chest sizes available. The small chest comes in a one-piece torso variant, so what that does is eliminates these 2 joints, so it looks nice, but you completely sacrifice mobility in those areas. So I have a lot to cover, so I'm going to go ahead and start. That's her head cap. I was disappointed to see that she doesn't have an S-hook. She has a ring in there, so I'll probably go ahead and change that out. Her head cap has a metal plate with what appears to be a serial number on it, so I'm going to keep that blurred just in case. Has a magnet and a latch piece, pretty effective. What? There we go. So her neck range is pretty good side to side. She can move it all the way back. She can move it all the way forward. Now her shoulders, I'm pretty sure they made me jump when I first pulled them out because it was really loud and I was not expecting the engineering that's in these. So I show that. So first off, when you move it this way, it's the same as always. Her chest is so big that it actually gets in the way when you're moving her arm. So chest size does affect posing ability. But when you pull it out, this is where it starts to get interesting. Because you can see it has these ridges. And it's really cool because you can hold her arm at an angle without swaying. So that's nice. It's a nice feature. It looks scary. It's like she has scales or something. But if you cover that up, I'm sure it's fine. You just gotta be careful putting it back in. She has double jointed elbows. So initially you can bend it that far. And all the way, so those 2 pieces can touch. That's great. She has a 2-part wrist. Really like this wrist because it moves all the way back, all the way forward. Stays where I put it. You can turn it. It's so simple and so effective. She has a torso joint, and you can lean it back, and you can kind of get it to stay without swaying. I don't really think it's necessary to sway this area anyway, and also the string, in my case, kind of sticks out, but that's easily fixed. But she can slouch. It clicks into place initially, or you can do it all the way forward, and it still looks good because there's no gap. Same thing, side to side. It'll snap into place initially, but you could extend it all the way if you want. She has a pelvic joint. Take a look in here. It's got all kind of ridges. She's got an indent there. So you can pop it forward. You can pop it back, but that indent shows. And side to side. And if you combine these 2 joints, I mean, you can really get her to stretch. It's crazy. Her hip joints they'll rotate in the socket within reason. I was really surprised that I couldn't get her to do a split. That's like the one thing she can't do. But, I mean, you can spread her legs and they'll stay a little bit. She sits up nice and straight. The backs have these ledges on them to help keep her legs up, which is nice. She has femoral joints, which is kind of interesting inside. It's got all these ridges and whatnot. So initially you can't turn it at all because it fits into that part in the middle. But if you want it to turn, you can force it into one of these shallow areas so you have some tolerance to move it. And put it back. But the coolest thing about these joints is, of course, you pull it out and prop it up. And just like her shoulders, she has these ridges here, so you can choose where, how far you want to pull it out. And you can pull it all the way out, and it's pretty high. And check this out. This is cool. Ladies and gentlemen, she can touch her ankle to her forehead. That is awesome. It's really cool that she can do that. Her knees are double jointed just like her elbows. So initially you can do that. Or pull it out all the way. She has excellent range. Her knees have a little edge up here too, to keep it in place. She has a 2-part ankle, but I was a little confused. I don't know why this seam is here, because these are not separate pieces, so that's really pointless to me. But anyway, all the way back, all the way forward. So she has really good range in her ankles. The only thing with her ankles is that you can turn them, but it looks weird because they're not round here. So that's the only thing about her ankles. So LoongSoul is pretty well known for their highly posable dolls. I was really excited to get my hands on this body, and I was really impressed with the posing ability. So if that's a priority for you, I highly suggest this company. So that's it for part 1. If you'd like to check out part 2, the link is in my description. Thank you for watching.